Hello, Internet.
Greetings, Internet.
Today, we're still reading Stephanie Meyer's Twilight.
Chapter 2.
Open book. I'm pretty sure it's called Open Book.
Is it?
My god, if my thing stops jumping around.
Yes, it's called Chapter 2,
I
Open
find the
Book.
beginning of Chapter 2. Okay,
Oh.
here's the beginning of Chapter 2. Okay. Chapter 2, Open Book. The next day was better. And worse. It was better because it wasn't raining yet, though the clouds were dense and opaque. It was easier because I knew what to expect of my day. Mike came to sit by me in English and walk me to my next class, with Chess Club Eric glaring at him all the while.
Bitch.
That was nattering. What the fuck does nattering mean? Hold on.
I have to look this up.
Already, I don't know what the fuck a word means. Talk casually. Wait, what? How? Okay, the definition of natter, or nattering, is to talk casually, especially about unimportant matters. Chatter. A casual and leisurely conversation.
So...
Chess Club Eric was there with him all the while. That was nattering.
What?
I am so lost, but alright. I'll go.
I will accept this very strange definition for a word.
Oh my god, my fucking thing scrolled down too far again. Okay, scroll down one page. Alright, here we go.
We're not even done with the first paragraph, and I've already called her a bitch.
We're literally 3 sentences into four sentences in chapter 2, and he's already said that. People don't look at me quite as much as they didn't look at me quite as much as they had yesterday. I sat with a big group at lunch that included Mike, Eric, Jessica, and several other people whose names and faces I now remembered. Finally, I began to feel like I was treading water instead of drowning in it.
What is there to drown in? They were all
what
friendly.
What happened yesterday that made you think you were drowning? One man.
That's like...
One single person didn't like you.
That's like,
oh,
I'm being held aloft by friendly hands. They're going to grope me and violate me. No, they were helping you. They're helping hands.
Oh my god, okay. It was worse because I was tired. I still couldn't sleep with the wind echoing around the house. Was it because you were crying yourself to sleep? It was worse because Mr. Varner called on me in trig when my hand wasn't raised and I had the wrong answer. Oh boy, like anyone else has to deal with. Holy shit. It was miserable because I had to play volleyball, and the one time I didn't cringe out of the way of the ball, I hit my teammate in the head with it.
I call that a success.
It was worse because Edward Cullen wasn't in school at all. Oh, that's such a weird thing for you to notice. You only literally noticed the people one time. It was your first day of school. Do you know how many people miss school? So, like, the second day?
But you don't understand.
It's the first week of school.
But you don't understand. I think I like him. Oh.
Bruh. I remember liking my boyfriend, and I didn't even take note on the days he wasn't in school.
I took note on the days that I wasn't in school. That was the only days I took note of. Because I wasn't there. Besides,
pretty much.
You hit your teammate in the head with a ball. That is a success, young lady. He probably deserved it.
All morning, I was dreading lunch, fearing his bizarre glares. Part of me wanted to confront him and demand to know what his problem was. While I was lying sleepless in my bed, I even imagined what I would say. Damn, you are obsessed with this. But I knew myself too well to think I would really have the guts to do it. I made the cowardly lion look like the Terminator.
Terminator should be capitalized. Dumb bitch.
But it's not.
Dumb bitch. Should capitalize Terminator. Arnold will get you.
Lion, but not the Terminator. But when I walked into the cafeteria with Jessica, trying to keep my eyes from sweeping the place for him and failing entirely, I saw his 4 siblings of sorts were sitting together at the same table, and he was not with them. Mike intercepted us and steered us to his table. Jessica seemed elated by the attention, and her friends quickly joined us. But as I tried to listen to their easy chatter, I was terribly uncomfortable. You mean nattering? Because that's what nattering is. Waiting nervously for the moment he would arrive.
Damn, girl!
Hoped that he'd simply ignore me when he came, and prove my suspicions false.
Damn, girl, you obsessed.
Literally, it's like...
Go out and get laid. Go out and get laid. Or, like, stick something up your vagina and vibrate it, and pretend it's him.
Okay. He didn't come, and as time passed, I grew more and more tense. That sounds like a problem you guys need to go counseling for.
It sounds like a problem you can easily relieve with a vibrator.
I walked to biology with more confidence when, by the end of lunch, he still hadn't showed. Wait, why was him not showing up making you tense, but when he didn't show up, you were relieved?
Because then you didn't have to sit next to this weird ass.
Mike, who was taking on the qualities of golden retriever, walked faithfully by my side to class. Damn, she just minimalized his ass to a dog.
I don't know, dogs are nice.
I know, but I didn't... You don't understand. It's like going, good boy, sit boy, to someone that you know, has been a decent human being to you.
I do that all the time.
You are a shitty person.
Yes, but they also know that I'm joking.
I literally don't do that to anyone. Ever. I've never said that.
Well, no, because, like...
I've never said good girl or good boy.
We'll treat each other as though we're pets, just to mess with each other. And with anybody who dares listen in on our conversations.
Me and Robert don't have that. We don't do that.
My friends are weird.
Your friends are weird. Okay. I held my breath at the door, but Edward Cullen wasn't there either. I exhaled and went to my seat. Mike followed, talking about an upcoming trip to the beach. He lingered by my desk till the bell rang. Then he smiled at me wistfully and went to sit by a girl with braces and a bad perm. Jesus, bitch! It looked like I was going to have to do something about Mike, and it wouldn't be easy. In a town like this, where everyone lived on top of everyone else, diplomacy was essential. I'd never been enormously tactful. I had no practice dealing with overly friendly boys. What about him is overly friendly? Like, he's literally socializing with you. It's not like you've mentioned that he's hit on you, or that he's, like, begging you to go out, or he's making extremely perverted jokes with you.
But Hemi,
Stephanie,
she's the main character. Everything must be about her.
Well, shit. I'm not even this paranoid about people. And I'm a senior in high school who has anxiety issues and schizophrenia, okay? It's not that bad. No. Okay. I was relieved that I had the desk to myself, that Edward was absent. I told myself that repeatedly. But she started a sentence with but. But I couldn't get rid of the nagging suspicion that I was the reason he wasn't there. It was ridiculous and egotistical to think that I could affect anyone that strongly. It was impossible, and yet I couldn't stop worrying that it was true.
Yeah, grow
Bitch,
a
really,
spine.
you were just like... Stop!
Grow a spine.
When the school day was finally done, and the blush was fading out of my cheeks from the volleyball incident... Wait, what? When did volleyball take place?
Earlier, when she hit the guy in the head with the ball. You know, the success
Had
that
she
she
been
was...
blushing all the way through biology?
I think so. Looking at her. What's she doing? Is she just like constantly letting out a very silent fart? Why's she blushing?
Oh god, ew. I can just imagine it flowing around the room and people inhaling Bella ass. So nasty.
Oh. Yeah, haven't even reached the necrophilia.
No, that's in book 4.
Oh,
That's in book 4.
I don't want to reach book 4.
Oh, we're reading the book 4.
No.
We're
no
reading
mas.
all of the Twilight series.
No mas. No mas.
No, okay, the reason why I asked is because I think her Spanish class is... It goes Spanish, English, PE, lunch, then biology. No. What the fuck? How many classes does she have?
It looks like she only has the 4? Oh,
No, she has 5. Spanish, English, Spanish, Trig, English, PE, whatever period her fucking
Government.
lunch is in, and then she has bio, which is 5
government.
classes.
Yeah, so she's been blushing through
What's
2
wrong with
classes
Seattle?
straight.
Oh god. Okay, I'm done with trying to figure out her fucking class shit.
Don't worry about Seattle, it's filled with hipsters.
I keep saying Seattle to refer to the entire state of Washington.
Again, it's filled with hipsters. They drive Priuses and buy macaroni and cheese with pocket change. The monsters.
What?
No mas. No mas.
What about pocket change and... or pocket cheese and macaroni? What are you talking about?
They drive Priuses and they buy Kraft macaroni and cheese with pocket change. The monsters.
Okay. I changed quickly back into my jeans and navy blue sweater. I hurried from the girls' locker room, pleased to find that I had successfully evaded my retriever friend for the moment. I walked swiftly out to the parking lot. It was crowded now with fleeing students. Does she go to gym twice in one day?
Maybe she just went back to the girls' locker room to get changed.
But why? The locker room is not a safe place to put any of your shit. I'm sorry.
Because...
It's not.
Because Stephanie
She's
Meyer
stupid.
has not been in school for many years.
Did she go to school at all? I hear she's a Mormon.
I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't care.
Okay.
Hatred.
I got in my truck and dug through my bag to make sure I had what I needed. Last night I discovered that Charlie couldn't cook much besides fried eggs and bacon. So I requested that I be assigned kitchen detail for the duration of my stay.
What is wrong
willing
with
enough to
fried
give me
eggs
the
and
keys.
bacon? That is a glorious food. Especially the bacon.
It is one food, it is not 2 foods, it's one...
Yes. Fried eggs
Singular food.
and bacon.
It's not a
Singular.
meal, it's a food.
Singular.
I also found out that he had no food in the house. What the fuck? So I had my shopping list and the cash from the jar in the cupboard labeled food money. And I was on my way to the thriftway. I gunned my deafening engine to life, ignoring the heads that turned in my direction, and backed carefully into a place in the line of cars that were waiting to exit the parking lot.
Holy crap, Thriftway's an actual store.
No, wait, I think she's still leaving school. She's still leaving school. She just jittered around in her store for no reason.
No, she went to school, then she went home, got the money in her shopping list, and then left.
No.
No,
Because the next sentence, the next 2 sentences, as I waited, trying to pretend that the ear-splitting rumble was coming from someone else's car, I saw the 2 Cullens and the Hale twins getting into their car. It was the shiny new Volvo. Of course, I hadn't noticed their clothes before. I'd been too mesmerized by their faces. Now that I looked, it was obvious they were all dressed exceptionally well, simply, but in clothes that had subtly hinted at designer origins. She's at school still, because she just watched other people get into their car from school. She literally does not know how to keep paragraphs in order.
You don't jitter around.
With their remarkable good looks, the style with which they carried themselves, they could have worn dish rags and pulled it off. It seemed excessive for them. It seemed excessive for them to have both good looks and money.
I'm sorry, have you never been to California?
I guess not. I mean, she's from the Valley of the Sun.
I'm sorry, have you never been to Vegas?
I'm assuming not.
I'm sorry, have you never turned on the TV?
I'm like, well, you know, she apparently seems to be forgetting that according to anything she knows so far, they have no parents and they live with an aunt and uncle. And they date each other.
That's not that weird.
Did you just say that isn't that weird? Their parents are dead. Oh no.
Exactly.
Dead.
They had the chance to be the new Bat family.
Dead. You did not just compare the Cullens to Batman. I mean, I hate Batman and I hate the Cullens. Well, more specifically, I hate Bella and Edward. The rest of them are pretty fucking chill. But I hate them more than I don't know. I don't like either of them.
Oh, the internet's gonna love you.
How can you not like Batman? Foams at mouth like a rabid fanboy of DC.
Batman.
Bitch, calm down.
Superman's the far superior one.
I don't care for either of them. Superman has an excuse because he is literally a characteristic personified. He is good personified.
Yeah,
and he's not supposed to be a human.
You know what's a lot better at being good personified?
No, we're not getting into this conversation. We're not getting into this conversation.
Captain America.
Shh. We're not getting into this conversation. No. But as far as I could tell, life worked that way most of the time. It didn't look as if it brought them any acceptance here. Oh, only because they snubbily turn everyone down. No, I didn't fully believe that. The isolation must be their desire. I couldn't imagine any door that wouldn't be opened by that degree of beauty. Shallow.
Bitch.
They looked at my noisy truck as I passed them, just like everyone else. I kept my eyes straight forward and was relieved when I was finally free of the school grounds.
You are an unsafe driver.
She kept her eyes forward. She didn't look at them, apparently.
Well, no, you gotta look around. Else you're gonna hit shit. Or shit's gonna run into you.
If you're looking at the road in front of you?
No, when in a parking lot, you always have to be looking around.
Alright then, whatever. I mean, at least she wasn't like, I stared at their faces as I drove forward. Because then she'd be hitting people. The thriftway was not far from the school, just a few streets down. See, she could have put those two random-ass paragraphs into here.
Like, just having her go home and then have it explain as she's at home, as she's picking up the shopping list, would have made that a lot less confusing.
It was nice. The thriftway was not far from the school, just a few streets south, off the highway. It was nice to be inside the supermarket. It felt normal. I did the shopping at home, and I fell into the pattern of the familiar task gladly. The store was big enough inside that I couldn't hear the tapping of the rain on the roof to remind me where I was. God damn, girl. When I got home, I unloaded all the groceries, stuffing them in wherever I could find an open space. I hoped Charlie wouldn't mind. I wrapped potatoes in foil and stuck them in the oven to bake, covered the steak in marinade, and balanced it on top of a carton of eggs in the fridge.
Okay,
when I was finished
she's won a few points. She's making steak and potatoes.
No.
That wins 1 point. Granted, she's still at negative.
I make steak and potatoes for my boyfriend.
Now look, granted,
on a consistent basis.
She is at negative 780, but she still gets a point.
So 779?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have cookie in my mouth.
That's evil.
But it's chocolate chip cookies.
Oreos.
I couldn't bake Oreos.
True.
When I was finished with that, I took my bag upstairs. I took my book bag upstairs. Before starting my homework, I changed into a pair of dry sweats, pulled my damp hair into a ponytail. That's actually really bad for your hair. And checked my email for the first time. I had 3 messages. Bella, my mom wrote, write me as soon as you get in. Tell me how your flight was. Is it raining? I missed you already. I'm almost finished packing for Florida, but I can't find my pink blouse. Do you know where I put it? Phil says hi. Mom. I sighed and went to the next. It was sent 8 hours the first. Bella, she wrote, why haven't you emailed me yet? What are you waiting for? Mom. The last was from this morning. Isabella, if I haven't heard from you by 5:30 p.m. today, I'm calling Charlie. I checked the...
Okay,
I checked the clock. I still had an hour, but my mom was well known for jumping the gun.
with a mother like that, all of a sudden her problems are becoming clear.
No, they're not, because my mom does that, and I'm not like her at all. Mom, calm down. I'm writing right now. Don't do anything rash, Bella. I sent that and began again. Mom, everything is great. Of course it's raining. I was waiting for something to write about. School isn't bad, just a little repetitive. I met some nice kids who sit by me at lunch. Your boss is at the dry cleaners. You were supposed to pick it up Friday. Charlie bought me a truck. Can you believe it? I love it. It's old, but really sturdy, which is good, you know, for me. I miss you too. I'll write again. But I'm not going to check my email every 5 minutes. Relax. Breathe. I love you, Bella. I decided to read Wuthering Heights, the novel we are currently studying in English, yet again for the fun of it. And that's what I was doing when Charlie came home. I had lost track of time. I hurried downstairs to take the potatoes out and put the steak in to broil. Bella, my father called out when he heard me on the stairs. Who else, I thought to myself. Hey Dad, welcome home. Thanks. He hung up his gun belt and stepped out of his boots as I bustled about the kitchen. As far as I was aware, he never shot the gun on the job, but he kept it ready. When I came here as a child, he would always remove the bullets as soon as he walked in the door. I guess he considered me old enough not to shoot myself by accident, and not depressed enough to shoot myself on purpose.
You have a really low opinion of yourself, bitch.
What's for dinner? He asked warily. My mother was an imaginative cook, and her experiments weren't always edible. I was surprised and sad when he seemed to remember that far back. Why are you sad? Everything makes her sad. Is she sure she doesn't need to find that gun?
Bitch.
She's sure. Steak and potatoes, I answered. And he looked relieved. He seemed to feel awkward standing in the kitchen doing nothing. He lumbered into the living room to watch TV while I worked. We were both more comfortable that way. I made salad while the steaks cooked and set the table.
She lost the point.
Why? Because she's pigeonholed herself into the traditional female roles?
No, because of salad.
Oh no, salads are good for you.
Salad is not food. It's what food eats.
Oh no, grass is not food. It's what food eats. Salad is food.
No. Salad is what food eats.
Oh no. What do you think potatoes are?
Potatoes are delicious roots.
What do you think food eats?
Food eats lettuce.
Food does not... Oh no, you're stupider than a brick. Are you a manonist?
No.
Stop acting like one.
I can't be a manonist. I've actually spoken to women.
I don't count.
I've actually spoken to women.
Sydney doesn't count either.
I've actually spoken to women.
Your mom doesn't count, or your grandma, or your aunt. Family and friends don't count.
I've actually spoken to women.
One single woman.
You forget about the time I woke up in a doghouse.
I don't count that as you speaking to one. You were under the influence of some fucked up type of drug.
It was called
But
cactus
you decided to
juice.
pay for what the fuck ever reason.
It was called cactus juice. I did not know it was in the punch.
You said your friend gave you a pill. Stop changing the story.
Oh no, that was something different. That was at a rave.
So the rave and the doghouse were two different things?
Yes.
Because when you were at the rave, you ended up 3 times over, too.
I went up there a lot.
What? Okay, never mind, never mind. I called him in when dinner was... At least she knows how to make a balanced meal, you fucker. I called him in when you're... Oh, you're lucky, because she's from, like, the West. You're lucky she didn't just serve him kale salad.
Kale.
And some whole grain toast.
Whole grain.
With diet water.
I'm just glad it's not pumpernickel. And hold on. Did you just say diet water?
Yeah.
That can't be a real thing.
It's not. It's a joke.
Good.
About how health conscious and weird the West is.
Good.
So we would say diet water.
Why would there ever be diet water? You can't
Because they diet with everything. Why not with the water?
You can't make diet water.
H.
It only has
HO.
one hydrogen.
Yeah, it's called HO.
Actually, the only one oxygen, which would make that acidic, so you'd be dying.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I just went chemistry nerd.
No. I want to make sure I heard you right. Did you just say, but then it would only have one oxygen?
Yes, because H2O is one oxygen, I think. Yeah, it's
It
mono...
would still have one oxygen regardless of how many H's it has.
Well, no, because Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Is it
H
dihydrogen
would-
monoxide or monohydrogen monoxide? Either way, whatever it is, it turns it either to an acid or a base, and it would kill you. So yes, let's make diet water. Give it to all of them.
Oh no.
We shall give Cole his fill.
I've taken chemistry and you just confused the shit out of me with that. Hold on, yeah? Yeah, get here.
It's like I can't pull off the top. Plus, it's... Oh, we just always apart easily. Look at the difference. Use this football too, the mine's darker.
Do.
Damn.
You can't get it off!
It's like,
And you're gonna have to bite it, because I'm not gonna bite it. I tried, bro.
I need like pliers.
Alright, have fun. I'm trying to open your bottle of water. Your fucking filter bottle, yes. I know. Sorry, I just had a attempt at helping my brother try to open his water bottle. I called him in when dinner was ready, and he sniffed appreciatively as he walked into the room. Smells good, Belle. Thanks. We ate in silence for a few minutes. It wasn't uncomfortable. Neither of us was bothered by the quiet. In some ways, we were well suited for living together. So, how did you like school? Have you made any friends? He asked as he was taking seconds. What is he taking seconds of? Did you make 4 steaks? And
Probably another
several
potato.
potatoes?
Probably more potatoes and more steak.
But why?
Because you see more steak, you eat more steak.
Oh no, you're so fat. You are so fat with your eating habits.
Of course I am. Otherwise I could not be as glorious as I am. With my body of absolute perfection.
Round, pudgy squishiness?
Perfection indeed.
Oh, sorry, it's not round, pudgy squishiness and rolls.
Even grander perfection.
Well, I have a few classes with a girl named Jessica. I sit with her friends at lunch, and there's this boy, Mike, who's very friendly. Everyone seems pretty nice, with one outstanding exception. That must be Mike Newton. Nice kid, nice family. His dad owns a sporting goods store just outside town. Makes a good living off the backpackers who come through here. Do you know the Cullen family? I asked hesitantly. Dr. Cullen's family? Sure, Dr. Cullen's a great man. The kids are a little different. They don't seem to fit in very well at school. Charlie surprised me by looking angry. People in this town, he muttered. Dr. Cullen is a brilliant surgeon who could probably work in any hospital in the world. Take 10 times the salary he gets here, he continued, getting louder. We're lucky to have him. Lucky his wife wanted to live in a small town. He's an asset to the community. Not all those kids are well behaved and polite. I had my doubts when they first moved in. With all those adopted teenagers, I thought we might have some problems with them. But they're all very mature. I haven't had one speck of trouble from any of them. That's more than I can say for the children of some folks who have lived in this town for generations. And they stick together the way a family should. Camping trips every other weekend. Just because they're newcomers, people have to talk. It was the longest speech I'd ever heard Charlie make. He must feel strongly about whatever people were saying. I backpedaled. They seem nice enough to me. I just noticed they kept to themselves. They're all very attractive, I added, trying to be more complimentary. You should see the doctor, Charlie said, laughing. It's a good thing he's happily married. A lot of the nurses at the hospital have a hard time concentrating on their work with him around. We lapsed back into silence.
So gorgeous. Oh.
He cleared the table while I started on the dishes. He went back to the TV, and after I finished washing the dishes by hand, no dishwasher, I went upstairs unwillingly to work on my math homework. I could feel a tradition in the making. Tonight was finally quiet. I fell asleep quickly, exhausted. What is she exhausted from?
Probably from school and from blushing for like 6 hours straight.
Okay, because I was going to say, I cook dinner almost every night, and it does not exhaust me. And I clean every night, so it does not exhaust me. In gym... Oh, hold on. Sorry, whoops. The rest of the week was uneventful. I got used to the routine of my classes. By Friday, I was able to recognize, if not name, almost all the students at school. Jesus fucking Christ, really? How many kids are... what? Okay, never mind. In gym, the kids on my team learned not to pass me the ball and to step quickly in front of me if the other team tried to take advantage of my weakness. I happily stayed out of their way. Edward Cullen didn't come back to school.
Point. She gets a point. She knows how to behave in gym class.
Every day, I watched anxiously until the rest of the Cullens entered the cafeteria without him. Then I could relax and join in the lunchtime conversation. Mostly it centered around a trip to the La Push Ocean Park in 2 weeks that Mike was putting together. I was invited. I had agreed to go. More out of politeness than desire. Beaches should be hot and dry. How would you know? You don't live anywhere with a beach. The last time I checked, Arizona is not near a fucking ocean.
No. I think I prefer being cold. Are we having any other problems with you? Oh damn, we're having connection issues. Well, this is a thing.
On that note, I think we should come back to this next episode, since it's been about 30-some minutes.
It has been 33 minutes, yes.
Alright. So, we will see, or we will read to you next time, Internet. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.